My channel has a first name, it's called Fashionista. My channel has a second name, it's Diana Dia. I like to react on some days, and if you ask me why, I'll say my fans inspire me every day to be myself each single day. Hi Diamonds, what's up? I am Dia, also known as Fashionista Dia, and welcome to or back to my channel. So it's been a minute since I have made a video like this. I've been trying to get as many videos as I can for you guys. As a lot of you know, my computer broke, so I have to record a little bit more ghetto. I used to use a webcam for my camera, so yeah, I had to just improvise. So I'm gonna try and get this video out for you guys this week. And yeah, but that's what's been happening. I'm super excited though that I can record this for you guys because a lot of y'all wanted me to make my final thoughts on season 2, especially compared to season 1 of TheWinx Saga. So I thought, why not? Let's do this. So this is not going to be in any order. This is just me talking. Before we get into that, if you guys are not new here, what is up, my dazzling diamonds? But for people who are new here, hi, I'm Dia. If you want to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see more of this melanin, because why wouldn't you want to do that? And without further ado, let's get straight into this video. And if you hear noise, it's my fan. I get hot, so bear with me. I'm going to try to have some music in the background. If you want to support my channel, I have a Patreon, which I don't post, but to see more videos like this more frequently, go down to the description box and you'll see more. Wow, my melanin is popping, bitch. Honestly, I look so good. Made some notes are here, my iPad that I also edit on. I made some notes on what I want to say for this season. I'm not going to try and make it too long. This is just going to be a little bit all over the place because I don't feel like trying to make this in order or whatever, because that's too much work. And I'm a little late on the train, so I mean, I don't know if you guys are going to even watch this, but I just want to get my thoughts out there. But yeah, this is going to be just in out of order. I'm going to give my opinions on the show with things that I thought were bad, things I thought were good, and then just some mixed and random thoughts and opinions on the show as a whole. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna try and get all my thoughts out there, but if I don't, then I mean, so. First things first, I just thought we would just get it off the bat, and we're gonna start with the bad, my bad thoughts on the show, like wherever you wanna say. These things are not really bad, by the way, for people. This is just the things that I thought were kind of, problematic, or just what the hell, So, first things first on the docket, we have where the hell is Techna? And I just want to get it out there. That's one of the main things I wanted to catch on, because like the show was not bad, but like, where the hell is Techna? Like, she better come and see season 3. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. Like, she is a part of the Winx, and I will not let y'all forget her. I know that there's gonna be some people in the comments who probably are not even fans of Winx, or are, but don't care enough to be like, well, this is an adaptation. Like, exactly. So how are you gonna have adaptation but not have all the original members? Make it make sense. But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And like, I wouldn't care so much if they didn't add so many new members, but I'm gonna get to that. But basically, that was my number one thing, is where the hell's Techna? Like, I don't understand. Like, especially in this age of social media and technology, it's so easy to like put her. You would think she would be the easiest character to make, but I guess she wouldn't be as fun, because like, showing magic wise, it would not be easy to show her doing magic. But I mean, who cares? Like, I like the idea of her being a half robot. Like, someone commented saying her being a half robot, half fairy. That would be an interesting idea. Like, if they wanted to like keep this interesting concept or whatever. But yeah, my next bad opinion, number 2, is I think that the show focused a little bit too much on love and sex. And this is just my opinion, but like I feel like the original had the perfect blend of love, friendship, and relationships and magic. Like it just had a perfect blend of all those things. And like all the girls had boyfriends and stuff, but like they were still powerful and independent and not focused so much. Like, but I feel like in this show they were trying to like make it more marketable to like older young adults. They just showed too much sex, in my opinion. Like it was just too much, in my opinion, especially with the whole three-way thing between Beatrix, um, Damon, what's his name? Dane and Riven. And I'm gonna get to Dane because I hate his character, but I'm gonna get to him. But basically, like, I just feel like it was too much. I don't know. It was just like definitely way too much. I think there isn't enough magic on this show, especially for it being a fantasy show. Like, I feel like there isn't enough magic. Like, I understand it's just the beginnings or whatever, but like, the whole point of the show was magic. Like, and I feel like they don't show enough, especially during season 2. Like, they don't show enough of it. Like, they're literally at a school for fairies and magic. Like, where's the magic? I don't get it. And number 4 is, this is not really that bad, but like how I feel about this is like the fashion is still a no for me. And it's not bad, but like I still think it's a no. Like it doesn't make any sense on why Bloom was the only one who got an upgrade. Like I I guess it makes sense because you know she's always the main character pick me kind of energy that she even had during the original. So of course they're gonna treat her better than the rest. But like she's the only person that got an upgrade, especially since Techna's not Techna. Stella is the fashion fairy. So why doesn't she? Why wasn't she like even on her off day she still looked good? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, like Stella would not be caught dead in any of the outfits that they wear. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like on and y'all can sit up here and say, well, the show has a low budget. Bitch, please. I'm brokety broke, and I still have cute outfits. Shein is a great place. Like I saw their Instagrams. The girls be looking good. They can dress themselves. So why is it on the show they over here looking like grannies and moms? Like it makes sense. Especially Tara. Like you don't need fancy outfits to look good. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me, especially since Bloom looked good. Like I will say this, she looked a mess during season 1, but like she was the only person that looked good, especially during that whole dress scene where she walked in with that blue dress. Bitch, the fuck, and her hair looked gorgeous this season. Like I don't know if it was extensions or not, but like she looked good. Like Bloom looked good this season. I can't. But anyways, nonetheless, there is too many new characters. So this is my piggyback off of my first opinion a little bit. I feel like they create way too many new characters in the show, but not enough OG ones. Like Gray, Dane, that new love prospect for Tara. Like there's too many Sam. There's too many new characters in this show. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. But yet they can't give us the original characters. It doesn't make any sense at all. I don't understand it. They need to stop adding randos and start adding more OGs. Like I'm sorry, because especially since majority of them are not even good characters. No shade. It's not giving what it's supposed to be giving. Like at all. This leads me into my next to last bad opinion, which is Voltor. All I put was Voltor with a whole bunch of periods because do I need to say anything else about Voltor? I think we all can agree. I don't think Voltor is ugly, but I do think, for one, he didn't really give off Voltor vibes that much. For two, I didn't even know he was Voltor until like halfway through the show. Like, I just thought his name was Sebastian, like, because that's what they called him. And then everyone in the comments, when I was reading comments and videos and watching other videos, he's supposed to be Sebastian Valtor. I was like, what the fuck? Like, is he a relative of Voltor? Like, I'm confused because he does not give off Voltor vibes that much, like, at all. Especially how easily he got defeated. Like, but we're gonna get to that. Yeah, like, just, do I need to say anything else? Like, Voltor is just enough. I think we all can agree on that. I'm gonna get to him again and later in the video, but I just wanted to say that, like, I can't. And my last bad opinion is Flora doesn't get enough magic scenes or even like anything. Like, she doesn't get enough character development or anything. Like, she got nothing. Like, I feel like she was kind of an add-on, and I get that she was like the new person in the group and stuff, but like, it just felt off considering it should have been Tara. That's the one that coming in this season. But it just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't like how they did, like, especially since she was the floral fairy. Like, I was looking forward to seeing her use more of her flower magic, but it felt like she was kind of weak, which is so weird. And like, the only time I got Flora from her is when she was at the end fighting against those monsters, and she sacrificed herself, like, because that's what Flora usually does. She's always the one sacrificing herself, and especially in the original. So like, I feel like that was the only time I was like, okay, yeah, this is like a Flora moment. But like, other than that, like, I felt like she was just an add-on. Like, I felt so bad for her character. She deserved better. But yeah, and now let's move into the good, because like, honestly, I'm sure there's more opinions, but like, I couldn't think of anything beyond what I wrote, so I'm just gonna read what I wrote, and if I think of something, I'll just say it. But let's move into the good, because we need some positivity. I think the good thing in the show, the first thing I want to say is I love the little references to the original show. Like, the Company of Light, I love the mention of that. I loved Beatrix mentioning her sisters. I think that's great, because I assumed that Beatrix was just one entity and she was like made up of all three. But I like that she mentioned that her other sisters, which means that they're going to be coming hopefully soon. I also loved that whole water wall during that one scene. Do y'all remember that one scene during season 3 when I think they were on Arachleon and Aisha, and she transformed and did that Morphix wall when Sky was trying to attack the Winx? Do you remember that? Like that episode? I love that water wall that she did. It kind of reminded me of that when she protected Bloom against Voltor or whatever. So yeah, Sebastian. I'm gonna call him Sebastian because I can't. But like, yeah, do you guys remember that scene? Like, yeah, like, I love that scene reminded me almost exactly of that moment when during season 3, you know? And I found it interesting because I feel like this season gave way more season 3 of Winx Club than it should have. Like, I feel like they introduced a lot of ideas and elements of season 3 into this season 2, which I'm not saying they have to follow, like, you know, every season how the original is, but like, I feel like this season gave off season 3 vibes of Winx Club more than it should have, if that makes sense. But anyways, yeah, I just love the little references to the original. I also love how Bloom's relationship with Sky, like, I loved how that was shown on TV, because y'all know that, like, in the original, Bloom and Sky are like in-game things, so they always like show off their relationship, and I kind of like that reference to the original, especially when they're riding on the horse. Like, that actually happened in the original multiple times, so like, that was a cute moment. I liked it. But of course, Bloom was the only one that shined this season, not gonna lie. Bloom was the only one that really shined. It's kind of sad when you think about it. But Number two for good is I think the transformations have slightly improved. They're not there yet, but they definitely improved. And I think I accept it because it's supposed to be maybe a base transformation. In the future, we may get more. Who knows? Especially if the show gets more budget. So I feel like for a base transformation, I feel like it's not bad. And it's definitely realistic. And I enjoyed the transformations. I do think that they should put more music from the original into the show, but maybe they don't have copyright. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But like, I just feel like if they can, I would love to see that element. But that's just a personal opinion. But like, I did love the music that they did using the show, because everyone's gonna be like, well, the show's much darker, so like, how are they gonna use this whole light music? The show had some dark music and like more gothic and dark music. The show had that they could have used in the original, that they used in this show. Like they just chose not to. But maybe they didn't have copyright, because I heard that they don't have copyright to a couple of the seasons for Winx Club. So, which is weird because the originator of the show co-signed and helped create this show. So shouldn't they have access to everything? Doesn't make sense, but whatever. All right, my third thing is I love Bloom's fashion sense. Like I said, like how I said earlier, Bloom's fashion sense this whole season, she looks good. She looks good. And yeah. Another thing, like I said earlier, Flora's here. I love that she's still here for her friends. I love the whole element, you know, she is still trying to stick up for her friends and everything. Like, and for the most, I think Flora's character did her pretty well, I believe. But I do think that she deserved better. But I think her character did a pretty good job of portraying Flora. So, yeah, there's that. And my last good thing is the CGI has gotten a lot better. Like, a lot better from the original. And I feel like, see, the thing is that when I'm saying these things, the show, the first season was not bad, but I feel like it wasn't even good enough to be rated that much. And so, like, it was already, the bar was in hell. I'm sorry to say this, but the bar was in hell for Winx Club, The Winx Saga. But this season, I feel like it leveled out. Like it stopped being in the negatives, and now we're at the equator. We're at 0, and I feel like we can only go up from here, because the first season was kind of a mess to the point where like I feel like we can only go up. Like I that leads into another good thing. I feel like the show had a good storyline overall this season, where I feel like the first season it was just everybody just kind of was a mess and doing their own thing and clashing together. But yeah, this season I feel like they actually had a cohesive storyline. Like it was good. Like especially with Rosalind and Bloom, and I thought it was really good in my opinion, personally. That's just how I feel. But yeah, I like that whole play, especially that scene where Bloom killed Rosalind. Like that was so interesting. Like it was so like a cool scene. But yeah, there's that. I also am sad what happened. This is just a little like not really a good thing, but I'm sad that Farrah is not in this anymore. Hopefully she comes back. I know she's doing bigger and better things and being in House of the Dragon, I believe. So like, good for her. She's probably getting more coin from them, no shade. So yeah, like I do miss her though, because I mean, Farragonda was like the Rock in the original. So killing her off kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I'm glad she came back for a cameo. But it didn't feel right without her. And I want to move into my mixed and random thoughts now. Like, I feel like Rosalind gives off Miss Griffin vibes. I don't know who else got that, but Rosalind gives me Miss Griffin, you know? But like not in a good way, if that makes sense. Like she gives off Miss Griffin vibes, but like not in a good way, like at all. Like she's more mean, like way more mean, like, and like like for Miss Griffin being the head of the witches and being so her whole point is to just like be mean. Like she actually had a moral compass, I feel like, in a way. So I feel like Miss Griffin was like, she knew when not to cross the line. And I feel like with Rosalind, I didn't feel that. Like I feel like she was somewhat good at times, but then still shady. So like I don't know, like, but I think that like she does give off a lot of Miss Griffin in some ways, and that's just what I want to say. I feel like a lot of the characters and references were used too early. Like I said, like Bloom meeting Voltor this season was like so weird to me, especially since, let's keep it real here, Sebastian gives off Avalon vibes. I can't be the only one who thinks that. Like when I was watching the show, I was like thinking of it from Winx season 2, and I know that you guys are gonna be like, so don't compare it to the cartoon, but I can't help but compare it to the cartoon. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to, but I feel like, especially if it's not being executed well, I'm going to compare it and tell what they should have done to give it more cohesive show. Like, I'm sorry, but like I feel like Sebastian gives way more Avalon than giving Voltor. Especially since, you know, that scene where Avalon was trying to hit on Bloom and, you know, get her to join the dark side. Like we all thought Bloom was gonna go evil this season. You know what I mean? And she still has a chance to go evil next season. But like I just feel like it was a missed moment in a way, you know. And I liked. I would have accepted Sebastian being Avalon. Like it just he's not good enough for Voltor. That's what I'm sorry, he's not good enough for Voltor. I said what I said. Just feel like a lot of the references that they use were not good either too. Like Rosalind, I don't know if she was supposed to give off Miss Griffin vibes, but she didn't execute that well either, to be honest. Farrah did a good job of being, you know, Miss Farragonda. But like I feel like I don't know. Riven definitely, I feel like, executed better this season of being Riven. Like, because he was just a complete asshole. Like, and he's still an asshole this season, but I feel like he's an asshole with a conscience now. And that gives way more Riven than just being a complete asshole. So, and let's talk about that. Like, Riven and Flora, ew. Like, I'm sorry. Can we not do that? Like, I only stand for with Helia. Like, let's not do that. Before it leads me into my last point, I just want to swiftly talk about the Sebastian Bloom situation. Like, the only time I felt like Sebastian was like interesting was like when he was giving it like more us and Bloom more information about Bloom's past. Like that did give me more Voltor vibes, because you guys remember when Voltor gave Bloom more information about his mother. Because I believe in the original, like Voltor was a part of the Company of Light, and he was like, he knew Bloom's mother and Farragonda and everybody. You know what I mean? So, like, I liked that aspect, but I still think that was the only thing that he executed well as far as Voltor. But like I said, it came too early. We didn't have to see that. Like, he could have easily been Avalon and gave us a bit more information into Bloom's past. But like, I will say that I do like us knowing more about Bloom's past and knowing more about her mother being and more being about Bloom being born 1,000 years ago. Like, what? Like, that's so interesting. But yeah, I think that was executed well and everything. But yeah, other than that, like, to me, Sebastian's Avalon. I'm sorry. Now, leading into my last point, I just want to say that I think that the LGBT slash POC representation was much better this season, especially since all of us called it out last season. So I think they executed that well, because let's keep it real here. The only people of color is Aisha and Dane. And I think Dane is still mixed. So, like, the extras in the show last season were all white. Like, everybody was whitey McWhite white. in this season, I feel like they did a good job of having more ethnicities and cultures and races in this season. But yeah, I think that was well executed. Like, I think that was very well executed in that regard. Like, I think it's interesting that they made Tara have a girlfriend. I think that's so interesting, and I think it's great. And I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, it's just being woke, blah blah blah," but who cares? And in the original, I wish it had more LGBT representation. Not gonna lie. So I personally enjoy it. Speaking of LGBT representation, I wish they would have a trans character. I still would love to see a trans fairy or specialist or whatever, like preferably a trans fairy. But like, I just want to see that, or see even a male fairy, because they don't give us a lot of information on male fairies. I believe in the original there was male fairies, but they never talk about it as much. It's always like fairies are only really girls in the original, and they never touch on boys being fairies. But I wish they would touch on it more here in this show, because I think that's an interesting concept. They because they did it in season 1 a little bit, but I want to know more about that. But yeah, I think that they did a good job of executing that kind of representation. Fuck Riven for what he did to Dane, but at the same time, fuck Dane, because Dane is a shitty character, and I, at this point, wish he was out of the show. I don't get his purpose. No shade. Like, I don't understand his purpose for being in the show. Like, I don't get it. I hate his character. I'm sorry. Like, and I don't even say hate a lot, because hate's a very strong word, but I hate his character so much. So very much. And this season was so sad, because the only person who shined really was Bloom. Like, as far as outfits, transformation, character development, everybody was good. I will say Stella shined a little bit more when she was becoming friends with Beatrix. Beatrix got a little better this season, because she was irrelevant last season, no shade. But she definitely was way more relevant, and I think it's great that she came out of her shell. And yeah, she kind of reminds me of Stormy a lot. Like, I kind of hope that she like becomes like Stormy and stuff. Like, I really want to see that aspect, because in the original, Stormy was like the nice one to the Winx at times. Maybe because she was stupid and ditzy at times, but like, I feel like she plays that role well. Like, Beatrix plays that role well, and that's another thing for this season that I want to end on. I don't like the fact that Beatrix got killed off that easily, just like how they killed off Farrah. I don't like that. She better come back in season 3, but we saw that shadow figure, so she might. But I don't like the fact that they killed her off. That was not cute. It wasn't cute. But yeah, that's that. That's how I feel about this season. And yeah, also, can we say, I just want to add on, can we see that with the transformations, I want to see them fly, like something, you know what I mean? I want to see them use their wings more. I want to see them, you know, do something. And I'm not saying they have to change outfits or whatever, but I feel like if they want to go for a more realistic situation, I feel like Stella's outfit should have changed a little bit. Like, she should have had a glow or sparkles or something, because she's the light fairy. So it should have, all that light on her should have made her sparkle or glow, or have like a rainbowy kind of effect on her in a way. Like, she's the only person that should have like changed, because like, we all know that light can reflect and or like an illusion kind of thing going on. So like, I feel like that would be cool to see that kind of effect, but like, I'm probably asking for too much at this point. But other than that, like, yeah, I can't think of anything else. If I do, I might add it in. But yeah, I enjoyed this season for the most part. It was cute. It's definitely a step up in the right direction, but like I said, it wasn't that much of a step, considering the bar was in hell for season 1, no shade. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Other than that, I enjoyed it. And yeah, if if you guys enjoyed this video, if you want to, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can see more of this melanin, because why wouldn't you want to do that, okay? And if you guys have your own opinions and you want to leave them down below in the comments, please do so. If you want to support my channel, I have a Patreon, which I don't post, but to see more videos like this more frequently, go down to the description box and you'll see more. I reacted to the transformations up here. Click the I button. I reacted to the transformation, and yeah, if you want to go react to that, and if you want to react to my season 1 commentary and reactions, also click the I button up here or up here, either one. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Tell me who your favorite Winx is. Let's have a chat in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Always remember to shine bright like a diamond, and bye bye.